Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Virtual Writer. I'm your host, CP Bialois, and looking forward to getting back into a rom-com today. Um, I usually, like I said before, I usually come to these kind of cold. I don't, look ahead or think ahead. Well, this morning I kind of changed that because, well, I have a vague idea what I want to do, but it's not really fleshed out yet. What I usually do when I write, this is like it's one of my little habits. Not say coming to these cold like this, but like I said, come in, you can read the last few pages of it, kind of get into the feel. If reading a story similar to it, read that to kind of get into the feel. Or what I do sometimes is like maybe the night before, I'll start daydreaming about it. What did I just write? What do I want to write next? Things like that kind of get us, kind of get my head in the game, get me ready to go. And it can be an interesting tool. It helps out. Because it kind of gets us in that frame so we can hit the ground running the next day. Today I didn't do that. Today I did something different. I was actually my productive moment was actually doing the dishes. Doing dishes and getting ready to make lunch. And I just started thinking about what to do. What would be cool to do next? Because as we last week, we Becky was kind of in her own head. We're getting to see her thought process of what she wanted to do, what she hoped would do. It's like would her friend hate her for? Would she not hate her for? Will her matchmaking work? All those different things, all the doubts, her doubts plus her belief that she knows what she's doing. She can do this. She's trying to be a good friend. So it was like kind of cool. We got in her head a little bit. And today I was like, okay, now's the moment of truth. And I said, because she's going to be heading back, and then she's going to find what she finds. Now, there are, actually, let me just put this, there you go. Those are have them in the middle later on. It's like there are several ways we could go about this. Could just have them, have her come in, like a sock on door handle type of situation, tie on the door, not there, whatever, however signal. Or, you know, maybe they're not there. Maybe they decided to go out for something to eat. Or just, there's so many different things we can do on this, and then do we want it to be successful? Do we want something to maybe have happened? Like you can, I mean, it's so stereotypical, but, he could end up not being interested in women. You could do that. Just as you could end up being friends. There's so many different things, but I kind of want to. I do like the idea of it. Like I said, the story is about basically as it's developed over the last few weeks. It almost is for me, anyways, become Becky's story, like her trying to help her friend, you know, shake off her singlism. I guess you could say, like a better phrase. So it's kind of like Becky's story. Like, okay, she's trying to help her friend out, what she experienced. And it kind of, it more stories do that. It might just be a little sidetrack for her. It could be something else. Maybe it's not her story. Maybe it's just a segue into something grander. I don't know. I said I was originally targeting maybe about 10 pages for this, so this actually might be. This could be the last time we do this. Maybe one more week, depending. Because we're 2,400 words now. As I see down here, 2,430 words in page 7. So okay, you have about 2,400 words usually. My normal short story size. But again, stories end when they end. And see how it works out. So let's say let's set this off. She returns home. All right, let's start there and let's see what kind of trouble. Maybe if she get trouble, will she not have trouble? That's the fun part with the pantsing because we don't know what's going to happen. If you're working in your own story alongside this, or just in your own in general, and you have it planned out. You can share in the comments at the below the video. Then do you watch this if you like, or like I said, hopefully this helps you out in some way, or gives you just a different insight, maybe different ideas. You never know where we're going to find something. So let's see. It continues a little pantsing journey here and find out what kind of trouble we're going to cause. All right, let's see. How am I going to start this? So this is where almost at the same break, you could almost treat it as a new chapter. Like if I was doing if this is like a novella or something like that, I would actually have a new chapter with this. Well, this is a short story. The scene break will work fine for it. So let's see. Okay, the best way to do it is to start it. I have a couple ideas how to start it. So do you want to sort of like the lone lonely trip home, or go by too fast? Does she want to walk in? Does she not walk in? So let's see. Let's see if we can put it all in the words here. It's like, okay, that one I just don't really like this too much. For me, I just don't like the way that was worded. You see, I'm kind of sitting there, okay, everybody's on its own. It's like, yeah, wording. Wording's was the fun part. I mean, so I'm actually doing something more now where I actually put um, more for thoughts into it than before. It's like that's where I think that's where kind of switching my brain. Well, okay, this is her story now. As the story's evolving, she's becoming more into it, or she's pulling us more into it. Um, I mean, it's again, it's all how you look at it, how you want to execute it. For me, it's like that's the story now. It started off okay. We're kind of distant, like almost like when someone's telling us a story. We start off distant, and we kind of get into it more and more, and then we start becoming invested in the character. And that's how I kind of look at this one. It's almost like the I want to say this is it's symbolic, but I don't know if that's the right word. I also want to say I wish I was doing this on purpose. My music is making me a lot smarter than I am. So this is just how it's coming out. They said we get that creative flow going and things that happen. I mean, others I know this won't be everyone's cup of tea. They'll want to have it steady throughout. Are we in her, like in her perspective or not? Or and I understand that. Just for this story, I'm kind of like that flow where it's like just we're literally being slowly pulled into her. So it's like big picture, and then we're just slowly being pulled in that tight little, you know, process, that point of view, like as it's getting ready to close out. And I said, this part, I just didn't like how that was worded. Yeah, it's just my personal take. So she's going through all the doubts. It's like, okay, are they here? Are they there? Did they leave? It's like almost like okay, like a horror movie. Like, okay, she's so nervous. Like you always hear the horror movies. You go into theater, like, don't go in there, don't go in there. It's like kind of thinking, okay, it's kind of a little nice little nod. Because I mean, I'm a huge horror movie fan, huge horror fan in general. So it's like kind of a little, just a fun little nod for myself. It's because I have to say her perspective, her way of thinking is kind of like mine. Like, oh, how did I do it? Oh yeah, this will work out. This will work out. And sometimes I'll think of all the angles. Like, oh, there's no way they could say no to this or they could not like this, and they do. It's like, ooh, so yeah, we always put ourselves into the stories. We base a character. At least for myself, all my characters are parts of me. The parts of me, the parts of friends, the parts of family. There's various parts, but mostly me. Different personalities, you could say. Like each character almost to a T in my books, you can almost say like, yes, that's this part, that's this part, that's this, that's that. Someone say this is my passive side, this is my aggressive side, this is my happy side, this is my sad side, this is my angry. So it's all different aspects. We always put in, even if we don't know we're doing it, we're doing it. It's kind of it's a cool and freaky thing when you think about it. Just how much we put ourselves into these stories, and that's why a lot of authors take it personal when we don't like something, when something like our work. You know, it's like we can take it personally. It's very we have to get used to that. It's a process of ourselves building up our own thick skin. And like I said, with other authors, I respect them. I like their work in general. I mean, I like certain stories of theirs. There's stuff may not just be for me, but again, it's not like, oh, well, this is garbage. No, it's not garbage. Someone's hard work. It's just not every story is for us. Maybe it's executed differently. Maybe it's done like this, done like that, but at least someone's trying, you know. And for me, that's always a mindfulness. I always look at the things on. It's like, yeah, it may be, you know, it may be a seeming pile of, you know, stuff to me, but to others they love it, and that's great. That's phenomenal. You know, we don't all have to like the same thing. We don't have to hate the same thing. If some people like other people's stories, that's great. That's great for one involved. You know, I mean, it's like I said, I'm not going to please everybody. Whether it's myself or anyone else, I don't expect everyone to write my stuff, not to like myself, not write myself. No, you know, I don't know if anyone could write. Yeah, they might read, all right, probably. No, I'm not the most complicated person with that. You know, but it's like, but yeah, I don't expect everyone to like my stuff. You know, I mean, my writing is kind of like me. It's either you like me or you don't like me. Writing the same way. You like it or you don't. There's really no gray area. You know, and so it's, and that's a great thing about art. You know, we can get what we want out of it, what we see out of it, what we perceive. You know, it's like it's up to us. You know, and I think that's the biggest thing. A lot of people, for whatever reason, as a people, we tend to gloss over is like just because we don't like something doesn't mean we have to go after other people that do. You know, I mean, we can explain why we don't like it. You can say, well, it does this, it does that. I mean, there's a lot going on right now. You know, it's like about that. So, you know, it's a little bit of a tangent I didn't expect to go off on, but it's like, you know, but it's like, yeah, it's the thing. It's like I said, you know, I go by feel. Other people have different systems. It's about what works right for us, what works for us, what makes us feel better, what makes us, you know, confident, make us happy in our writing. So, all that said, again, side tangent aside, sorry about that. I just got going on that one. So, okay, so she's there, she's walking in. Now, what will she find? This is where you almost hear the Twilight Zone, the do 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 type of music. You know, it's like the Twilight Zone or other, you know, you almost plug in suspenseful music. What will she find? You know, it's like, so let's see. See, this is one thing where I was actually about that. I was going to have her just call out, but I'm like, you know, like in again, like in horror movies. But I was thinking, you know, it's like let's play out that a little bit. You know, we have a moment to do something a little different, maybe, or maybe just I mean, add a little bit of angst or just anxiety to it, and to show like some what she's going through here. So let's see here. I cannot type. Yeah, as you can tell, I did not like the sentence at all. So, yeah. Okay. I have to check on deets. I'm not sure if that's how you spell that. I don't usually write this line. So, but there we go. And we can actually kind of wrap it up there. Um, maybe flesh it out a little bit more, tweak a couple things, straighten it all out. But overall, I mean, I like the overall way the story's going. It's been a cool short story. It's been fun. I mean, we can also let it sit for this, maybe come back to it at a later time, maybe spend a little bit more. Because this for the short story, it's like there's always more to go. There's more obstacles to overcome. Like I said, this is Becky's one. We could always do another one from, say, Janet's, another one from Shane's. How are we going to do it? We can keep going. There's so much more we can mine with this. So, I said, maybe hit pause on this for the time being. Maybe do something else starting next week. Let me know in the comments below what you want. If you want to continue with this one now, if you want to move on to something else, we'll just to see. It's like I'm flexible. We can do whatever everyone wants to do. Yeah, let me know below. And it's like as always, I want to thank you everyone for joining me on this. This is fun. I love sharing my ideas and techniques with you guys and writing with you, for you. Um, Again, thank you so much for spending your time with me. It's great. It's always makes me feel good, and I hoping to help you out with anything you might have in your own projects. Hoping getting some tips, or if you have any tips you want to share, please do so. And see you guys again next week. If you could please like, subscribe, and share, I greatly appreciate it. Till next time, let your imaginations fly. Have a great one, guys.